8834. When a diode is checked for an open circuit or a short circuit, it should be A. In the circuit. B. Checked with a milliamp ammeter. C. Disconnected from the circuit. The correct answer is C. When testing a diode for an open circuit or a short circuit, it is important to isolate the diode from the circuit to obtain accurate results. This is because the presence of other components or connections in the circuit can affect the readings and lead to inaccurate conclusions. By disconnecting the diode from the circuit, you ensure that only the diode itself is being tested, without any interference from other components or connections. This allows for a more reliable assessment of the diode's condition. 8835. When handling a high-voltage capacitor in an electrical circuit, be sure it A. Has a full charge before removing it from the circuit. B. Has at least a residual charge before removing it from the circuit. C. Is fully discharged before removing it from the circuit. The correct answer is C. High-voltage capacitors store electrical energy and can pose a significant risk of electric shock, even after the power source is disconnected. Therefore, it is crucial to ensure that the capacitor is fully discharged before handling or removing it from the circuit. 8836. Which of the following is most likely to cause thermal runaway in a nickel-cadmium battery? A. A high internal resistance condition. B. Excessive current draw from the battery. C. Constant current charging of the battery to more than. The correct answer is B. 100% of its capacity. Thermal runaway in a nickel-cadmium battery happens when certain cells within the battery experience excessive heat. This rise in temperature leads to a decrease in both voltage and resistance, enabling the cells to accept a high charging current. However, this elevated current generates even more heat, resulting in a destructive cycle where the battery can self-destruct. The triggering temperature increase for these thermal issues can arise from rapid discharge, high ambient temperature, or a breakdown of the separator material within the battery. Proper monitoring and control of temperature during battery operation are crucial to prevent thermal runaway and ensure the safe and optimal performance of nickel-cadmium batteries. 8837. How can it be determined if a transformer winding has some turns shorted together? A. Measure the input voltage with an ohm meter. B. The output voltage will be high. C. The transformer will get hot in normal operation. The correct answer is C. When there is a short circuit between windings in a transformer, an excessive current will flow through the affected windings. This increased current causes the transformer to heat up during normal operation. The shorted windings create a path of lower resistance, allowing a higher amount of current to pass through. As a result, the transformer experiences increased heat dissipation, which can lead to overheating and potential damage to the transformer if not addressed promptly. Timely detection and resolution of shorted windings are essential to ensure the safe and efficient operation of the transformer. 8838. Which of the following are the major parts of a DC motor? A. Armature assembly, field assembly, brush assembly, and end frame. B. Field assembly, brush assembly, commutator, and pole piece. C. Brush assembly, pole piece, rheostat, and end frame. The correct answer is A. A DC motor consists of several essential components that work together to convert electrical energy into mechanical motion. The major parts of a DC motor are armature assembly. It includes the armature core, armature windings, and commutator. The armature windings carry the current that interacts with the magnetic field to generate the rotational motion. Field assembly. It includes the field poles and field windings. The field windings create the magnetic field that interacts with the armature current, resulting in the generation of torque. Brush assembly. The brushes make contact with the commutator segments and provide electrical connection to the armature windings. They transfer current to and from the rotating armature. End frame. The end frame encloses and supports the motor components, providing mechanical stability and protection.